It is easy to see a man's mind. Simple look at his deeds. You're welcome to this video. It's a continuation of the last one concerning the tabloid. Unfortunately, I was timed up. I kept so long and I had to be timed out. We got to the National Service Palaver. And we got to the place where the teacher, the National Service teacher, patted the buttocks of her student girl and she giggled. Something was getting into his mind. So after teaching her, he started playing with the buttocks and she giggled. Let's continue. She giggled and I commented, that since, I don't know, she giggled and I commented that since I said she was a big girl, I should find a husband for her. You see where the mind is going. Okay. Uh, the writer is S.C. Jomo. So Jomo, you are a good teacher. Eh? Teacher Banza. Anyway, it has resulted in a child, a marriage. So you are not teacher Banza anyway. For those who don't know, the word Banza, Kokode has used it several times. Anytime a Hausa man speaks to you and you hear the word Banza, you must be careful. He's not talking good of you. Banza means evil or bad. So when they say teacher Banza, bad teacher, Mutumin Banza, bad man, Madam Banza, bad woman. So that's free lesson for you, free Hausa lesson. Anytime you passing by and somebody says Banza, you listen well. Eh? You say what? So, yes, Jomo, you are not a you are not teacher Banza anyway. So she giggled, and I commented that since I said she was a big girl, I should find a husband for her. I replied by saying that sorry. She giggled and commented that since I said she was a big girl, I should find a husband for her. So the girl is now telling the teacher that, oh, you said I'm a big girl, so find a husband for me. I replied by saying that I should, I should, I, sh- I replied by saying that why should I find someone when I myself needed a wife? I didn't know I was prophesizing. Next paragraph. The next night, I lured her into my room and had sex with her. It was a must. So it was a most enjoyable experience. The only problem was that I didn't use a condom. In any case, I wouldn't have enjoyed it if I did. The raw performance was delightful. The raw performance means without condom. The long and short of it all is that she got pregnant. Mm. And believe me, she is now my wife. Yes, if everybody has to tell you how they came across their partners, you'll be surprised. So from teacher, student to wife, from teacher, student to husband, wife. Mm. She delivered, went to SSS, Senior Secondary School, and did nursing. Oh, that's good. I am now an accountant, and our child is 9 years old, a national service product. Let your child come and see me. We'll put him on YouTube. So 9 years old in October 2022, and it's now 2023. So roughly 20 years. So the child should now be 29 years, an adult. Maybe he's also married. Uh, the child should see me so that we will feature him on YouTube in my channel. So I think that's the whole story. And I am now an accountant, and our child is 9 years old, a national service product. End of the story. Let's see if there is another one that we can read. The platform of righteousness. Thus saint the Lord, stand ye in the ways. I see, okay, now. The Creator by Ben. Uh, I think let's go further. Let's read this. George Bush. I support George Bush. This is how George Bush deceived people around the world and got support. Mhm. Pardon me to say satanic support, because support based on lies is satanic. But let's see what it is. Let's read from him. The writer is Daniel Mendelsohn. If he's alive now, he'll be cursing George Bush. Mhm. No one should underrate the potential of Saddam Hussein to cause havoc on a peaceful world and innocent citizens. Can hear it. Mhm. Let the world not have short memories. Only last year, the US was terrorized by violent prone, disaster loving people who will stop at nothing to shed blood and plenty of it. America was caught pants down. New paragraph. After this loathsome disaster, should America allow itself to be caught off guard again? Never. Saddam Hussein should hand over all nuclear making assets and properties or face unmitigated war where peace war full stop where peace cannot be achieved by dialogue, it can be achieved through war. Paragraph. Saddam is bent on destroying Israel, and the longer the world waits, the nearer is he getting to attain the evil aspiration. Uh, the UN must support George Bush because his mission is not one that is misplaced. After all, there is nothing wrong with the emergence of a world policeman who can maintain the peace and ensure security in the world. It is better than living in fear all year round. People like Saddam should not be allowed to rule anybody. He has killed his own people and destroyed the Kurds. Enough is enough. And the writer is Daniel Mendelsohn. So, Daniel, I will be glad to hear your comment now about George Bush. Mm. So, Daniel Mendelsohn, what is your comment now about George Bush? Mm. Sharing how now the whole world is cursing him and Tony Blair. Now, another piece here. He is right about prison sodomy. Uh, Dear editor, the Emil Short man is never short of ideas. The name is Emil Short, and this man is saying he's never short of ideas. The writer is Frederick C.K., who uh, And I like him for that. He is trendy as far as global trends are concerned. He, he has suggested that to stop homosexuality in the country's prisons, prisoners should be granted conjugal rights. The means that prisoners should be allowed time with their wives so that they can enjoy romance and even bear children while in prison. You know, even now, without these rights, people are struggling to go to prison. They get free food. I tell you, there are people who like to go to prison. They intentionally commit a crime and they are thrown there. Mm. All the horrible conditions there notwithstanding. Okay, let's continue. Some people would argue that criminals have no rights, much more the right of conjugal visits. But no one should also forget that it is not the wish of anyone to be in prison. Everyone can commit a crime inadvertently and end up in prison. So so we must all strive to make the prison a better place because who knows tomorrow? Prisoners are human beings and have right to comfort, good nutrition and health and affection. What they do not have a right to is freedom. Dear editor, let us think about it because it is worth thinking about. Full stop. Prisoners are not animals, as people think. And people, sorry, and prison is not solely for punishment, it is for character reformation. In Ghana here, if you have such things, everybody would like to go to prison. Mm? Because when they go, their wives will bring sumptuous meals for them, and then they can mate with them. What's the name? Frederick. Frederick CKO. The Adventures of the Archbishop. Archbishop loses half of his membership by Tony Adams. No, I think this is a story. This is fiction. So I don't need to read it. Uh, Quarreling heightens orgasm during sex, says sex counselor. Is there written in blue? Says sex counselor written in blue. Then there's not the picture that goes along with it. The picture of a man lying down and a woman sitting by his woman sitting by him. After the argument, you both say sorry, and before you know it, a comforting cuddle turns into a passionate kiss, which in turn leads to a fantastic loving sex. You have an orgasm so intense that as you lie there afterwards, sexually satisfied and more in love than ever, a voice at the back of your mind is saying, I wish it could be like that every day. Hmm? So, who is the writer? Is the writer male or female? No, the writer is not there. But anyway, I think it's enough. We can leave it there. Then I have impregnated my friend's barren wife. Unfortunately, the middle portion is absent. It's also torn. So we'll leave it. We'll look for a full story. Look for a full story rather. Greetings from me to you now. I want a pen pal. Oh, yes. Nelson Mandela, George Bush, and Saddam Hussein. Hmm? Nelson Mandela and George Bush together, then Saddam Hussein's picture apart. Saddam was a wise man. Hmm? I remember very well. He and George Bush were exchanging insults or bad words, let's say. I remember him calling his dog George Bush in those days. Yes, it came in the papers, it wasn't hidden. And George Bush saying that uh, he cannot call Saddam a dog because he sleeps with his dog. He goes to bed with his dog. So you can imagine the sort of things that were going on between the two. So and then it developed into a war. George Bush's war, like an American said in those days, was a personal war. He couldn't endure the insults Saddam was giving to him, and therefore he decided to strike life. The world is a school, it's a classroom with bullies, bullying people for nothing. Mm. Hugo Chavez called him a danger. Yes, Hugo Chavez said danger. And the Canadian Prime Minister, I've forgotten the name, Christian something, called him a moron. Mm. Sometimes you must tolerate. If Saddam his dog, calls his dog George Bush, I said, what? You're mature enough. Just forget it. But you also tell him that you can't call him a dog because you sleep with your dog. So you have retaliated. Hmm? So I tell a lie to the whole world and attack him against the wish of Americans themselves in those days. Hmm? So that part two is partly on. So let's leave it. Oh, the picture of a nice lady here, but it's also torn. The school teacher had wild sex with 20 different men. Oh, can we read? Can we make something out of it? The face is not very clear. Okay. Christian Allen dreamed of being a kindergarten teacher in college, but the things she can teach new boyfriend George Clooney aren't fit for kids. Mm. The 30-year-old brunette bombshell bombshell once starred in a series of seven soft porn films in which she lustfully indulges in all kinds of simulated wild sex with more than 20 different partners. In 1994, Allen played the role. Oh, it's a film. I think it's a film. Let me see. The 30-year-old Bruno once starred in a series of. It's a film. It's fiction, not real. This girl is beautiful, even though part of the eye is off. Bond Bad Girl takes world by storm. People just can't take their eyes off her. So let me cover the page that last time. Some people may know her. Unfortunately, like I said, the weather must have battered her face now, changed, disfigured her face now. Former views missing wedding ring. Mother threatens. Mother Teresa's miracle heals tumor. We've done that, I think. Yes, we've done that. Famous cannabis vendor arrested. Yes. No way to Clinton's fan. So, viewers, I think this should be a short video. We should stop here and get a better paper next time. And they are there. The better papers are there. Many. I decided to choose this just to try if I can get something out of it. So let's stop here. And next video, I believe, or let me say, next video, we shall go to the tablet again. So making 3 times Quran and 3 times tablet. Thank you very much. Ila likai. Bye bye.